Hi friends, welcome to A to Z Learning channel. Today we are bringing you our new video which will be covering the latest results as published by three giant IT companies in India. Yes, yesterday TCS, Infosys and Wipro, they all came up with their third quarter results after the market hours. And you won't be surprised that these are the three big names in the IT sector for India. In fact, collectively, they represent about 16% of our market capitalization. So it's a very, very important development to know what will be the direction of the market on the back of these results. This will clearly set the tone for what you can expect from the broader IT sector in this month as all the other companies come up with their third quarterly results. It will also set the tone in terms of results for some of the other sectors that are going to come. For example, HDFC Bank is scheduled to come up with their results in a couple of days' time. And similarly, all other banking companies will start to kind of come. So it's going to be a very result busy month in number of ways. So today we are going to be sharing with you the three results that have come from these three IT companies, TCS, Infosys, and Wipro. But just before I start my video, I would request you to please don't forget to press the like button. It's very important for the overall engagement. It's very important that if you like the content that we are sharing with you, you press the like button because that will help us reach to many new people, many new audience. And that's how YouTube's algorithm works. So please do not forget to like. Of course, like only when you have seen the full video and you have liked it. So that's one request. The other request is that if you've not subscribed our channel A to Z Learning as yet, please do subscribe and become part of our viewers family. So without any further delay, let's start with the results. So in this video, our purpose is to basically keep it fairly simple and easy to understand. Idea is to raise enough awareness with all the factual information so that you can make an informed choice of your investment decisions in these companies. So let's start with the key highlights. First of all, let's start with the TCS. TCS, as you know, is the largest IT company in India. From a size perspective, the second largest company is Infosys, but TCS is almost double the size of the Infosys. So that's the sheer size of TCS. So that clearly sets the tone in terms of what you can expect from the IT sector. So if I kind of rapid fast coverage of the results, if we start with say revenue, year on year, strong performance, 16.3% growth. Quarter on quarter, also strong growth of 4.5%. They have got industry leading operating margin of 25%, though it is slightly down year on year, but all IT companies are seeing this. Their operating margins are slightly down from their previous year performance. I think previous year was a very, very extraordinary year when the cost base was substantially reduced for most companies. And but this year, though it's not fully back to kind of normal way of working for any of these companies, but still it's fairly much better than what was the case last year. So from a cost base, it's kind of gradually getting back to the level that were before pandemic. So they have got 25% margin, operating margin, which is slightly down 1.6% year on year, but it is still the industry leading operating margin level. Net income is plus 12.3% year on year. The other important kind of metric to look at for an IT company is the headcount. TCS remain a strong hiring company. Their overall headcount is now over 550,000 employees, and on a net basis, they have added about 28,000 new headcount. And this is in spite of industry as well as TCS dealing with a high attrition. So on a net basis, their headcount has gone up by 28,000, over 28,000 people. Diversity and inclusion is also another important factor to show how well these companies are managed, how I guess equal opportunity employer they are. So from a diversity perspective, I think the key stats that we are currently looking at is that there are about 156 nationalities that are represented at TCS. So they have got employees who are citizens of 156 countries. So that says volume about this company's global footprint and global reach. Women participation is fantastic for this company. They've seen at senior level women employees, which are up two-third over the last 5 years or so. And overall employee base, from an employee base perspective, roughly 200,000, over 200,000 employees are women at TCS. So again, it says volume about scores about this company. Attrition rate, which is one area which is concerning, it is at 15.3%, which is lowest in the industry apparently, but 15.3% is I guess high. It causes the disruption to any company, but I think it also says a lot about that there is a lot of activity in the industry. That's the reason people are moving ships, hopping from one company to another, and that always good indicator that overall industry is growing really well. The other two kind of important announcement that TCS made yesterday, the first announcement is that they will be coming up with a buyback program where they'll be buying back almost 18,000 crore worth of shares at 4,500 rupees per share. I think right now the stock price is trading at around 3,900 rupees. So there is an upside of 600. Some of the detail in terms of how this buyback will work. For example, you would remember that last quarter Infosys came up with a buyback program, but they bought back shares in the open market. Therefore, overall there was kind of shares purchased, but there was no fixed price to purchase shares. But I think on the face of it, it appears that TCS will be giving chance to all retail investor to kind of bid for these buyback program, and they'll be bought back at 4,500 per share. But some of these details are not yet out. We'll be keeping a close eye on that, and in our separate video, we'll try to cover that. The last but not least is the important announcement that they made. They have announced another interim dividend, which is the third in this year. This interim dividend is going to be 7 rupees per share. And the key important dates around is that if you're looking to kind of benefit from this dividend, then you need to purchase shares before 19th of January, which is next Wednesday. So you've got 1 week almost to purchase and make investment in these shares if you want to benefit from dividend. Record date for dividend will be 20th of January. So whosoever is the holder as on 20th of January will receive the dividend, and the payment date is also fixed as 7th of February 2022. So that's all about TCS. Now let's quickly move to Infosys, which is the second largest IT player in India, highly respected organization in India. Again, very solid performance by Infosys quarter on quarter. They've grown 7%, which is the largest among these three companies who have so far published their results. Year on year also 21.5% revenue growth, fantastic performance. Operating margin 23.5%, not very far from TCS, which is market leading at 25%. Their Infosys operating margin have also gone down by 1.9%, so which is common theme that you will see across all IT players. Net income is plus 12% year on year. TCS was slightly higher. Infosys is 12%. Again, very close numbers. Net headcount addition. Again, Infosys has been a net hirer so far. 12,450 new heads that they have added. From a diversity and inclusion perspective, 39.6%, so almost 40% of their employees are women employees, which is showing an uptrend, which is always a good indicator. Their attrition rate is quite high, 25.5%. As I said, that for an individual company, it could be a disruption, which I completely get that. So Infosys has got probably only one negative area is around attrition rate. But from an industry perspective, it shows that the industry is growing really fast. That's the reason there are more opportunities for employees to change shift, change organization. So that was all about Infosys. I would say overall, from a revenue profitability perspective, fantastic performance. Attrition remains the only area which is concerning for Infosys. Wipro. Wipro lately under the new CEO has been surprising investors and market with the upside on whatever guidance that they. This time there is a disappointment with their results because I think they've come right within the guidance that they have published, whereas market have become used to seeing them really exceeding the expectations on the market or delivering the top end of the guidance, whereas this time they are right in the middle. So 3.3% quarter on quarter revenue growth, whereas their guidance was 2 to 4%, so they are right in the middle. But their year-on-year growth remains very, very solid, 29.6%. Their operating margins are low compared to TCS and Infosys at 17.6%, and they've seen almost little over 4% year-on-year decline. Their net income is also not grown. It's flat year-on-year. Their net headcount increased 10,000, so they remain the company which is growing and hiring new people. Their attrition rate is also high, but not quite as high as Infosys. At 22.7%. So overall, I think Wipro's results are probably weakest amongst these three, given their operating margins have declined year on year and their net income is flat, and overall attrition remains a concern. But overall, if I summarize, I think solid financial results by these three companies. They remain the three top companies for us to kind of remain invested or take more exposure on this. But please do consult your financial advisor before you make any investment decisions. But purely looking at the results, I think TCS and Infosys, blockbuster results, a really, really fantastic performance. In spite of their size, they continue to motor on and surprise on the positive side their investors. TCS dividend announcement as well as buyback announcement is very, very strong. And by the way, I must say that Wipro has also announced a dividend of rupee 1, and their record date is going to be 23rd of January. So please make sure that if you have a position in the Wipro stock, you're mindful of that 1 rupee dividend that they'll be paying to their investors based on the record date. So that was a quick summary in terms of the financial results that have been published by TCS, Infosys, and Wipro. We hope you like the concise, precise, easy to follow, easy to understand way of financial results. We would look forward to your comments, and one request just to finish with is that having watched our video, if you like our content, then please do not forget to press the like button, because that's very, very important, and that's the only request we make you to kind of perform your part in terms of giving us that motivation which will keep us going and delivering good content for you guys. Last but not least, if you've not subscribed to our channel A to Z Learning as yet, please do subscribe and become part of our viewers family. Thank you so much for watching our video.